Welcome to Video 1 for this unit on proportional relationships and percentages. In this video, we're going to focus on proportional relationships with fractions and decimals. Using the distributive property provides a shortcut for calculating the final amount in situations that involve adding or subtracting a fraction of the original amount. For example, one day, Claire runs 4 miles. The next day, she plans to run that same distance plus half as much again. How far does she plan to run the next day? Let's start by using a tape diagram to make sense of the situation. A tape diagram is a group of rectangles put together to represent a relationship between quantities. Here is a tape diagram that represents Claire running 4 miles plus 1/2 of 4 miles. We can use the distributive property to find Claire's distance in one step. 1 multiplied by 4 plus 1/2 multiplied by 4 equals the quantity 1 plus 1/2 multiplied by 4. Claire plans to run 1 and 1/2 multiplied by 4, or 6 miles. The distributive property works when we decrease by a fraction too. Suppose Tyler spent X dollars on a new shirt, and Noah spent 1/3 less than Tyler. Here is a tape diagram for this situation. Using the distributive property, Noah spent 2/3 X dollars, since X minus 1/3 X equals the quantity 1 minus 1/3 multiplied by X, which equals 2/3 X. Sometimes it's easier to work with the fraction representation of a number, and sometimes it's easier to work with its decimal representation. It is important to be able to work with both. For example, consider the following pair of problems. Priya earned X dollars doing chores, and Kiran earned 6/5 as much as Priya. Priya earned X dollars doing chores, and Kiran earned 1.2 times as much as Priya. In each situation, how much did Kiran earn? Since 6/5 equals 6 divided by 5, which equals 1.2, 6/5 equals 1.2. This means that these are the same problem. In each situation, Kiran earned 6/5 X, or 1.2 X. Long division. When comparing numbers, it is helpful to consider them in the same form. Long division gives us a way of finding decimal representations for fractions. It is a way to show the steps for dividing numbers in decimal form. Long division lets us find the quotient one digit at a time, from left to right. For example, to find a decimal representation for the fraction 9/8, we can divide 9 by 8. So the fraction 9/8 equals 1.125. Thank you for watching Video 1 of 4 for this unit on proportional relationships and percentages.